Okay, guys, do you want to comment on anything else? Do we have any questions from anybody, Andy?
Yes, a few were in the queue. I don't know if you could see them. Actually, there was a question that came in after Roger's presentation. If you want, I'll read it out.
Please.
Is the EBIT nominal percentages the recommended terminal growth for the respective industry?
If I had, yes, I would do the EBIT. No, you can't use the nominal because during the period of time that the study was done, inflation was all over the place. So what you need to do is use the real plus expected inflation rate today.
I see the questions now.
Okay.
By the way, I want to point something out. In the Gordon model, that G is dividend growth. It isn't revenue growth. It isn't
Right.
earnings growth. It's
That's
dividend.
why it's cash flow. That's why
right.
in the theory we use cash flows.
That's right. So we got to be careful about it. The next question I have, Chris, I'm going to direct to you. What do I do if the courts and the IRS expect to see restricted stock analysis in my estimation of DLOM?
Use it and then use a valid method to make the right determination. Would be my simple response. If there's an expectation that you reference the restricted stock studies, then reference the restricted stock studies, but there's no expectation that you weight that by a certain percentage. But if I think that would be the case. The problem that the courts have, and the problem that appraisers have, is that there's no base. You say I'm going to increase or decrease my DLOM relative to this benchmark, but you really have nothing to compare it to. You really have no base value to compare it to. But we use the restricted stock studies in our reports, and then it goes to weight.
Raj?
Well, since I was the expert for the taxpayer in Mandelbaum, there's a couple of things. First of all, make sure that you present all of the facts in the trial that actually occurred. Years after the Mandelbaum decision, I had a luncheon with the now deceased Judge Laro, and we went over a couple of facts that never got in the record, in the court record. Remember, we're only actors on a stage.
Yes.
We are dependent on the directors, which are called the attorneys. And we had a whole list of things that we thought were important to get out in the courtroom. And sometimes the directors just miss a cue. And I can't raise my hand and say, Your Honor, he screwed up. He didn't tell you the fact. Well, the fact that I revealed to Judge Laro said, would that fact, and there were a couple of them, but one key fact, would that have changed his opinion? And he said, yes, it would have increased the discount.